Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. It comes down to who a woman wants sexually. Now, I know in this section we talk about game or lack thereof and all of that, and which is just really a slang term when you get down to it, to your strategy for getting a woman, right? But let's be real out here. It comes down to who a woman wants sexually. When I talk about select and non-select, it's simply a matter of who a woman wants to have sex with. That's it. Now, people throw all this other stuff in there and everything, and yeah, that can have an effect, but it depends on who she wants to have sex with. Now, check it out, right? You know, at the top, those who read my book, Nice Guys and Players, and especially Sexual Chemistry, I talk about that. You know, I talk about the select and non-select, and then groups within the select and non-select group, right? So, at the top of the pyramid are the guys allegorically called Mr. Goodbar, because for women, they like rich chocolate. Women want to indulge, like the ice cream sundae. They know it might be bad for them, but they want it, right? That's the guys at the top of the sexual pyramid. And then the masked men. The mask is partly sexual, but also partly material. Because if women can't get that guy at the top of the list, if they can't get that guy at the top, they still want to have sex. So that's the next thing. And then also class, culture, and everything plays a part in that aspect. Shoot. Not as much. It plays a part in the top aspect of Mr. Goodbars, but they'll make exceptions if they find a guy sexy enough. So if he ain't in that social class or subculture, but he's sexy enough to him. And just to be clear, sex appeal for a woman is more than just how he looks. And I'm going to get more into that in the next podcast, right? But that's the thing. So, you got the Mr. Goodbars. Those are guys with the raw sex appeal, right? Turn the woman on sexually, right? She get wet. That's that guy that she see, and, as soon as she sees him, she's like, won't she be taking her panties off, talking about she won't be needing these. And then you got the masked men. Those are guys, they got... they'll have like that social class, they'll have that status and all of that. And some level, they actually have to look good. Mr. Goodbar can be average looking in the face as long as his sex appeal is okay, right? And just to be clear, and I've said this several times in different podcasts, they're not the same thing. They are not the same thing. A guy can look good but not be sexy, and be sexy and not look good. Look up the term ugly sexy if y'all doubt it, right? Now, if he look good and sexy, shoot, that's a bonus. Women go crazy. But getting back to what I'm talking about, right? So a woman, she'll have sex with that masked man, just not as quickly. He gonna have to work a bit harder. He might have to take her out, show his lifestyle or something like that. But they'll want that. Now, those are select guys, right? Those are the select guys. Oh, and just one more thing about that money thing, and let me reiterate. The guy has to look good. There ain't no ifs, ands, and buts if he want to be a masked man. He has to look good. He got to be at least conventionally handsome. Ain't no such thing as an ugly masked man. It is what it is, right? So you got those two, right? And then, you got the next level, the nice guys and the gamesmen. The gamesmen, those are guys, they get sex, but they got to really work for it. They generally non-select, but they basically gotta find those women who might be open for them, might settle with them. They gotta work a lot. The woman might just want to have something to do sex with them. And you got some of them, they get real good at it and stuff. They ain't the main thing. These men in that category, they already know they ain't the main ones, and that's only a few of them. A lot of them, they'll find excuses not to deal with women, or, they'll find something. And the ones who are good at it, they usually just find maybe the women who are not as attractive, or might have some mental health issues or something, right? They'll dip down a bit more, and even then, they still got to work. Because here's the thing, a lot of guys, it's not absolute that a non-select guy can't get sex. He just got to work real hard, and he got to have a certain amount of luck, right? And then, of course, there's the nice guy. Now, let me be clear about the nice guy thing. Him being them calling him nice don't really mean he's actually a good individual who's virtuous and all that shit. Some people who know they fall into that category want to believe that shit, you know? In woman needs, nice means he don't turn them on. In woman needs, it means her panties are dry. When women say a guy is nice, that strictly means she don't find him sexually attractive. Even if he might have like handsome facial features, she's not turned on by him sexually. That's the key to understand. That's why they'll call the guys, like another term for like the Mr. Goodbar types of bad boys. When women call a guy a bad boy, that means, when they call him a bad boy, that means he's sexually attractive to him. Because understand, and it's a bigger thing, this is more of a sociological thing. Women are conditioned, or at least publicly conditioned, to act like, they good girls. They don't want to get down like that and all of that publicly. But then that's when that sexual shadow world comes in. That's where they show their true face, right? So it's usually that guy who goes against that public narrative and stuff. So that's the bad boy. But then the nice guy, I mean, seriously, it ain't about, he just don't turn him on. He could have money. Shoot, he can even have some degree of looks. He ain't automatically ugly. But he just don't turn them on. He just don't turn the women on. And that's why, and a lot of times they in the worst category. They can be invisible. They just don't see them. Women, they can be invisible to women. But that's, if you really want to be honest, that's if you're talking about the game, you're talking about getting women, you got to turn them on sexually. And the degree to which you can turn them on sexually is the degree that you can make something happen. Because trust me, if you don't turn on the woman, you get some guys out here trying to act like, oh, they ain't important and shit. No, it's very important. Because every time a woman look at a man, there's a sexual element to it, even if it's a totally platonic situation. If she's in a situation where she's interviewing the dude for a job, she's still looking at him sexually. That don't necessarily mean she's going to have sex with him, but women, when they looking at a man, they thinking he can get it, he can't get it, all of that. It's always on their mind whether they follow through or not. Indeed, if a man could pick up on when a woman is sexually interested in him, shoot, that's easy. That's easy for the man. But it always comes down to it. It always comes down. Look, I'm gonna just be real. There's too many guys out here trying to do everything else. And then thinking, oh, the sex ain't important. Like they'll think, oh, well, if I got enough money, yeah, but if the woman ain't turned on by you sexually, trust me, what she'll do, this is how they'll play it. If they trying to use your money, they'll say, oh, we got to wait 6 months and you got to spend all this and all of that, right? And they'll make you wait. They'll make the guy wait. They might give him some after 6 months or something just to keep him on the hook. And then after that, they'll come up with every excuse not to have sex. And then when they finally do, it be some starfish sex. She'll just lay there and let you do your thing. And shoot, some women slick enough, they know how to make a man come quick. All right? But then while she doing that with that money guy, she'll find that Goodbar and he be tearing it up. Like during that 6 months, like the first day, she'll go out with that money man. If she ain't turned on by him sexually, she'll tell him all this stuff and how she got away. He got to do all this, right? She'll tell him all of that, right? And then go over that Goodbar's place or have him come over to her place and he be tearing her up. Shoot, some of them might even get to the point they on the phone with the money guy, the strictly money guy or the strictly whatever the guy's doing for him guy. Be on the phone while the other guy, the Goodbar, dicking her down from the back. Ask me how I know about that situation. Seriously. Shit. But always understand that. It comes down to who a woman wants sexually and how they want them. All right? And I'm just bringing that up because a lot of guys, really don't be talking about it. So I'm gonna really be getting into even the sex even more than I usually do. All right? So anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to y'all. Peace.